Hi boys and girls, and welcome to another maths lesson. We are going to be counting more and less today, so we're going to be finding a number and finding out what one more is and what one less is. But first we're going to have a little starter where we're counting between 10 and 20. So let's click our fingers. If you can click, have a try clicking. We're going to start from 10 all the way to 20. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Super. Let's count backwards, rolling our hands. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Super. Now let's put your hands in the air, counting forwards from 10 to 20. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And let's roll our shoulders backwards and count back from 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Super. Right, let's move on. Right, here's your recap then from a couple of the lessons this week. So first question number 1, what number comes next? 16, 17, 18. What comes after 18? 19, well done. Right, question number 2, 13, which is a 1 and a 3, is equal to how many 10s and how many 1s? So 13, a 1 and a 3, is equal to how many 10s and how many 1s? Have a think back from yesterday's lesson. Yeah, it's 1 10 and 3 1s. Well done. 1 10 and 3 1s make 13. Question number 3. What number comes next? 12, 11, 10. Do it again. We're counting backwards. The numbers are getting smaller. 12, 11, 10. 9. Well done. Super. And question number 4. What number is missing? Count the number track along the bottom, starting with number 11, or you might want to count backwards and start at 20. That's fine. So touch the numbers and count up and down that number line until you can figure out what that missing number is. I'll have a go as well. I'll start from 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, there's a space. 18, 19, 20. What comes after 16 but before 18? Well done. The number is 17. So that is our quick recap. Let's move on. So we're going to be practicing one more and one less. So first, let's have a look at this girl. She's got some gummy sweets. She's got some gummy bears there. So let's have a look. She says she's counted 10 gummies inside her bag. So that's called Annie. She's called Annie. Give her a wave. Hi, Annie. And she's counted 10 gummies in her bag. So count those gummies for me. Check that there's 10. Is there 10? Super, there are 10. And it says she found one more stuck inside. So she counted 10, and then when she looked in her packet, she found one more right at the bottom, stuck at the bottom. So how many gummies are in the bag now? So let's add one more. How many now? What is 10? Add one more. So one more than 10 is 11. Because if we use our number line and we start on 10 and we jump forward, 1 more than 10, jump forward, is 11. So she had 11 altogether because she'd added one more. What I would like to do now is pause this video, go and get yourself some Lego or some blocks or some Barbies or something like that. I want you to go and do that, and I want you to practice with the adult that you've got at home with you at the moment, practice adding one more. So for an example, I want you to count out 12. And then, once you've counted out 12 and you've checked that there's 12, I want your adult to ask you to add one more. And then I want you to have a think, What is 1 more than 12? Add 1 more, count them again, and then I want to hear sentences like 1 more than 12 is 13, or 1 more than 14 is 15. So you can pause this video now, giving yourself time to go and get some toys and practice adding 1 more. Well done, I hope you enjoyed adding 1 more using your toys. If you need a little bit more time, that's fine, just go back and pause it again. But now we're going to move on to 1 less, because this is just a recap. We've done 1 less before, the number gets smaller, we're taking things away. So here we go. It says Rosie counted 15 birds this morning. So let's just count to see if we've got 15. Starting from the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on that first tree. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've got 10 on the first tree, 5 on the other tree, 10 and 5, we've got 15. So she's right. Rosie has counted 15 birds. Well done, Rosie. An hour later, she counted 1 less. So 1 of the birds have flown away. So how many birds are there now? We know that there's 10 on that first tree, 5 and 5 on each branch. We know we've got 10. So let's count on from 10. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. So how many birds are there now? 14, well done, because 1 less than 15 is 14. So if we take 1 away, we've got 14. The number is getting smaller. I would like you to pause this video again, use the same toys that you got for 1 more, and I want you to practice 1 less. I want you to count out an amount and then take 1 less, take 1 away and find out what that answer is. So you can say things like, if you've started with 16 and you take 1 away, you can say, oh, I've now got 15. So 16, 1 less than 16 is 15. Okay? And you can practice that now. Off you go. Moving on then, there are 2 ways to describe a number. So here's a number track from 11 to 20, and we've chosen 17 there. Can you see 17 is circled? Point to that number for me. Well done. And it says 17 is 1 more than, so 17 is 1 more than which number? So which number is 17 more than? 16. So 17 is 1 more than 16, because if we start on 16 and we add 1 more, we get 17. And we can do it the other way. We can describe it like this with the word 1 less. 17 is 1 less than, so we've got to look forward and see what 1 less makes 17 is 18. So if we start on 18 and 1 less, we jump back 1, we're on 17. So there's 2 ways that we can describe a number for more and less. 17 is 1 more than 16, but 17 is 1 less than 18, okay? So I want you to have a think of 2 ways to describe this number. So I'm going to circle number 12, and I want you to tell me 2 ways to describe that number. So I'll just give you a clue. So 12 is 1 more than what? 12 is 1 more than which number? So where would we have to start to get 1 more for 12? Well done. So 12 is 1 more than 11. So if we started on 11 and we jumped forward, 1 more than 11 is 12. Another way to describe it, 12 is 1 less than. What number? How is 12 1 less? So which number do you have to be on to jump back 1 to get to 12? So 12 is 1 less than 13. So if you put your finger on 13 and you jump back for 1 less than 13 is 12. So 12 is 1 less than 13. If you would like to continue doing that with the adult in the room, you can pause the video, they can choose a number and you can tell them which number is 1 more than and which number is 1 less than. Right, we've got a problem here. So everyone grab a sundae and a spoon. So Ron is saying that there are 13 sundaes. We can't see them all there, but you've just got to imagine that bowl of ice cream is called a sundae. There are 13 of those sundaes, but Ron says we need 1 more spoon. We're missing a spoon. So we've got 13 sundaes, but we've got 1 less spoons. So how many spoons have we got? So we've got 13 sundaes and we need 13 spoons, but we've got one less. So what is one less than 13? Super. One less than 13 is 12. So we only had 12 spoons. So we need one more spoon and then we will have 13, okay? Right, now I want you to go through these with the adult in your room. 16 is one more than 15. So if you look on your number line, 16 is one more than 15. 19, point to 19 on your number line. 19 is one less than 20. So if you're on 20 and you jump back one less than 20 is 19. 14, oh, we've got a word there, 14, which is a 1 and a 4. Find that on your number line, 14. 14 is one less than 15, because it's the opposite. So if it's one less than, you need to see what one more than is. So 14 is one less than 15. 11 is one more than, so if 11 is a number that is one more than something, what is 11 one more than? So have a look on your number line, it must be one more than 10. So if you're on 10 and you jump one more, that is when you get 11. And it says here 1 10 and 3 ones. So what is 1 10 and 3 ones? Write that down to help you. Well done. 1 10 and 3 ones is 13. So 13 is one more than, what is 13 one more than? 12. So 13 is one more than 12. So it's not saying what is one more than 13, because that would be 14. It's saying that 13 is one more than the number before. Okay? So you might need to be practicing some of those on the number line because it's worded slightly different. Right, I want you to use this number track on the top, number 0 all the way to 20. And this boy says, I am one less than 18. So find 18. He's one less than 18, but also one more than 16. What number is it? So he says, I will try and work this out without a number track, but I think that's quite tricky. So I've given you a number track. So find 18, it's one less than 18, but then if you find 16, it's one more than 16. So what is that number? Well done, that number is 17. One less than 18 is 17. One more than 16 is 17. Right, true or false then before you start your worksheets. Are they right or are they wrong? So it says here, to count one less, you always count backwards. So if you're counting less, if your number is getting smaller, you always count backwards. Is that true? Or is that false? Well done, the answer is true. If you're counting one less and you're jumping backwards to count one less, every time you count less, you need to be jumping backwards. So the answer is true. If you go one less, you've got to jump backwards, not forwards. If you jump forwards, you're adding more, your number is getting greater. So to count one less, you always count backwards. That is true. Right, I'd like you to go into your work packs and get your worksheet out for count one more and one less, and enjoy doing your worksheet. If you come across anything that you're struggling with, play this video back and have a look to see then if you understand it a little bit better. Well done, boys and girls, for joining in, and I will see you soon.